You're watching my favorite YouTube channel, ChillMonger. 6,000 subscribers. That's the journey that I've been on, and how I've been able to amass that many. I have to stop and think about. Consider how I began this channel, where I would pick up a comic book, talk about it. Hey, look, I'm new into comic books, but this is what I thought about this. This was good. I thought I understand what's going on here. I like this writer. He's growing on me. I hate what Al Ewing did with the Immortal Hulk, where he made it go into like some other world and time travel stuff. Ugh, I hated that. There's so many things I talked about and I liked and I disliked, and I kind of took mental notes as I was growing as a YouTube channel and creating these comic book reviews. Since then, I remember watching just earlier today the Comics Pals. BJ Kicks also joined comic books around the same time, and he loved the House of X, as did I. My first year of comic book YouTubing, House of X Powers of 10 came out of nowhere. Such an amazing thrill. Every week for 6 weeks, actually 12 weeks, consistently loving a comic book and talking about it, coming on here feeling amped. My first video to get 1,000 views. I loved, thank you, Jedi Mike. I loved coming here and do comic book reviews and comic book reviews. Somewhere along the line, though, I think the lockdown started to happen, and I started to realize not all of these comic books matter. The events that happen here don't get referenced in another book. So, like Shuri fighting a freaking mantis didn't matter. It didn't, like, it's never been picked up on. No one talks about it. It's sort of just stories happening for the sake of it, and it felt like filler material. I started to realize there's like a criteria: top writers, top artists, and then I started disliking comic books. But I continued doing movie stuff. I became the 33 burning questions guy here on YouTube. I would find a community of people, mostly through K. SSJK. Sanctum, and got friendly. Excuse me. I got friendly with so many people. Then there would be a panel of 6 people, and I'm talking every Saturday at 1 o'clock, asking about Star Wars. Still enjoying these IP, because back then we just came off of Endgame. I even have an Endgame review because I had a channel in 2019, and I was doing great things with the Marvel franchise, Star Wars, DC also a little bit. But I would review the Batman movie. I would, like, if DC was doing something, I would still give it a chance. Okay, movies started to stink in Marvel. The TV shows went from awesome to Hawkeye. They went from WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier. I liked Loki. And then we started getting to lesser and lesser. Not that Moon Knight was garbage. Ms. Marvel wasn't garbage. But we kind of got our way to She-Hulk. We kind of got our way to Echo, Agatha all along, Secret Invasion. And we kind of, and so you could see my like interest in things kind of dwindle, kind of go down. Somewhere in between this YouTube journey, the decision not to recast T'Challa happened. I can't believe it. I thought like it was obviously going to happen. I just didn't want to do a video on it. Why capitalize on a guy's death? So on August 28th of 2020, no videos, no real mentions of it. Just kind of, yeah, man, he died. How sad that is. Barely bringing it up because I don't need to focus on the death for myself to get my 6,000 subscribers. So I never really talked about Chadwick Boseman like that. It just, it kind of passed. In November, he died in August. So in November, I did a video talking about it. Duh, of course they're recasting, guys. You're being stupid. Then December, we get the announcement from Kevin Jeffrey Feige. And he said this. You know what video popped up? This one. The one with Jonathan Majors. That's not the one I want to play. I want to play the one where he says, we will not recast T'Challa. Where you at, Kevin?
His portrayal of T'Challa, the Black Panther, is iconic and transcends any iteration of the character in any other medium from Marvel's past. And it's for that reason that we will not recast the character.
Now that announcement took over. That, actually, not that announcement specifically. I know what happened, and I was upset by it. But when E-Man's movie reviews, when that YouTuber started making a petition, started going the rounds talking about recast, T'Challa should be returning. Here's why. And I'm like, yeah, that should happen. And that sort of took on my personality. Can I say hijacked? But it definitely was something that was always on my forefront. And it just so happened there happened to be freaking updates with Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler, either or. Well, Kevin Feige would do some stupid things too. I'd cover the movie. There would be people doing the whole, well, if you don't like Shuri, it's because you don't like the women, and that's being very sexist. And we had a lot of that nonsense and I covered that video, that stuff a lot. Toussaint was introduced at the end of the movie. I coined the term "to-child." I made sure that that is the enemy of this recast, and I kind of focus on that. Since then, we've developed, we, like the community of people who I've befriended, developed a so Fatal J and I started making recast T'Challa trending days. We successfully pointed at 2 days to trend, and we got August 28th to trend last year. Then we did it again in November 11. We made the recast T'Challa hashtag trend 2 times with a good little effort. We kind of concentrated it. We got it to trend. We got things going. So I'm the burning questions guy. I'm the recast T'Challa guy. I used to be Chill Nye the comics guy. I know I'm not anymore. I really only care about Black Panther and Storm. I've been educated. I've done videos on it talking about the numbers. Do I still have that? I didn't delete it, did I? Talking about sales data, and you can see that the final issue of Blade, that's on the left. Issue number 12 only got 14,000 units, and they canceled it. Blue Marvel was supposed to go 6 issues. They only let it go 5 issues because issue 5 didn't even have 10,000 units that were sold. We look at a comic like Static. We look at a comic like Storm, which only reached 11 back in 2014. Luke Cage only reached 170. I can't tell because that's the legacy number, but it didn't go past a second trade paperback. The Falcon comic book got 8 issues when he returned from being Captain America. It only went to 8 issues. Nick Fury had a comic that went in issue 6, the Black Nick Fury. Issue 6 got canceled or the end of the limited series. You can see how poorly Shuri performed at the 10th issue. That ongoing series came to a cancellation. It wasn't even garnering 15K. So monthly estimated monthly purchases. Same with Ironheart. Only 9,000 units sold by the time they got to issue 12 and they canceled it. Champions, another mixed. Maybe that doesn't fit on this chart, but another one that was mixed. So I could see, the black audience for these books was there. How about instead of wasting my money on every fucking black character ever, I get more selective. I'll just buy 2 double. I'll double up on my Black Panther purchases, and I'll at least be helping that character not be a failure. I didn't care about things like Ghostlight. I didn't much. I got those books, but I didn't care about Night Thrasher. I didn't care about a lot of these black comic books because I know Marvel doesn't care about them. And I started doing that. And I started saying, let's spend our money and let's use it properly. Somewhere in my 6,000 journey, a lot of people came on for that. I don't care about comic books the way I used to. It doesn't mean I don't love them. It doesn't mean I don't take mental notes. And I'm not going to implement the complaints and criticisms I had in my comic. I've been working on it for a long time. I am 3 comic book issues deep, and things that I've picked up are things like 20 pages is not enough for a comic book. Let me pick up a comic. So this is the Exceptional X-Men, 3rd issue. This is unsatisfying. No, I'm not insulting Dr. Ewing or Carmen Carnero or the colorist, but it's just not satisfying to have this few amount of pages. I know I just kind of get started. By the time we get to page 20, when we're at the ending of it, I go, where's like I needed more. There needed to be more pages. Like there would need more things to enjoy. So I don't want to make a 20-page comic book. So you can see like it wasn't for nothing. Everything I've ever said or got mad at a creator for a subjective creative decision, I know not to do. So something that Blue might know. Thank you, Sully, for this. Congratulations. Something that Blue might know that I've told him is like, I don't like when comic books waste pages. Don't waste my time with a flashback of a comic, right? And I've talked about that. I know not to use flashbacks in my comics, not to talk about what happened last issue and use precious time, precious space on a comic book. So more than 20 pages, more than just recaps. I know what to do when I make my own comic book. I will be selling that thing like bonkers. Not when I have 6,000 or 7,000, but when I reach 10,000, I will be ready to sell that comic book. When I can believe and trust that I have enough of a base so I won't fail, plus I'll be trying to sell this comic book traditionally, I will successfully become, God willing, the next Stan Lee. Better than Stan Lee. He had Excelsior. I have ChillMonger, Chill Celsior. So that's what I've been known for. A big subscriber boosting thing came last year. You see, Jonathan Majors was playing Kang the Conqueror. He had legal trouble. I covered it every now and again, and somebody on the Jonathan Majors Facebook page would post my videos on his Facebook, and I would get a lot of views for it. Nice. Jonathan Majors Facebook page and moms and that those crowd, they all liked me. Thank you for coming. Every time there was an update in his case, things would happen, and then the trial started, and I bunkered down. All I talked about on here was Jonathan Majors' fate. I would do a live stream at night, and then I would read Twitter and see what people are reporting, what's being underreported, and I would even have Danny, you guys know Danielle, who attended the court cases, the court trials. I would have her come over here and report what she saw. And it's amazing how she would tell us things like that woman legitimately said, I reached for his phone and I grabbed it and I hit him first. What? Why is this being underreported? It wasn't being reported that the driver in the Jonathan Majors' Escalade, that driver said, I can tell it was her from the sounds that were produced. The driver wasn't even allowed to testify in English. The judge said to him, so do you know what objection means? He gave a trivia question to him that no other defendant, non-defendant, but testifier, no other witness had to do, and he was trying to make him not speak. And then he said, "Oh, we can't do him. He can't testify right now. He'll be back after the weekend." What? They delayed his testimony, and the witness who showed up on that case didn't get to say what he heard and what he saw in the English language in which he heard and he saw it. He spoke in Urdu, and an interpreter had to give it. No one knew that. I brought that to the forefront. I made that my life's work for like 3 weeks. And the ending of his trial came. And every time I'd pop up with a Jonathan Majors video, it feels like some of those subscribers of my 6,000 would come over and be like watching it. And then I wouldn't talk about Jonathan Majors and they wouldn't watch me. Now I have to ask myself, like, have they hurt me? Are my videos still popping up recommended on their phones and they just scroll past it, which would affect my click-through rate? So a lot of my 6,000 subscribers are coming from there. I have an audience from comic books. This is a fault of my own. An audience of Recast T'Challa movie people, superhero movies. And then I have an audience of like Jonathan Majors and Law. And I think it's a lot of women audience too. And I don't think they care when I cover one of the other of the three big topics. Now, let alone let me cover something that's got nothing to do with those three topics, and I'm cooked. So I almost have to consider myself like I'm a new YouTube channel. What do I do? Like I love wrestling. Love wrestling. When I reviewed the Royal Rumble, nobody came to watch that. No one cares about me and my wrestling passion. Or if I was talking about basketball after the All-Star game, no one gave a damn about that. What, I had 10 people in my live chat? Right now, I only have 6 people on my live chat. It is an impromptu midnight stream, which is not my time period. So I'm not upset that I have 6 people. I expect it. But I have to look at it like I have to redefine myself, or I have to stick to a niche. And I think sticking to the comic book movies is my niche. My name is freaking ChillMonger. I think the icon that I have also speaks to, like, it's art, it's comics. Like, everyone's gonna want to see this, right? I think I have to stick to the comic book stuff. It doesn't also mean I don't want to. Like, I want to still cover movies. When I did One of Them Days, I did a review. It's on my members. I enjoyed that. When the new movie for Jonathan Majors comes out, Magazine Dreams, I'll do a review of it. But I gotta stick to the comic book stuff, bro. So Invincible, me, Darius, and Marcus will be reviewing over on Planet Fanatics. We'll review that when it's all said and done. Thank you to Lawrence, who just said what's up and congrats. And Fatal J says, I'm one of the 6,000. Just not talking. You're one of the 6 not talking in the chat. Oh, I got you, Fatal J. You're one of the 6 just not in the chat. Well, now there's 7 people watching, so I hope I can get 7 people who are going to comment in here and there. I was just kind of breaking down my channel and how I got to all of my followers, but I'm at a transitioning point right now. I'm grateful for the 6,000 times somebody clicked on my video and said, I'm going to be a subscriber of this guy. I like his hair. And William says, I was here before the fame. You were here for a very long time. You can actually see sometimes how long someone's been subscribed to you. You've been here at least 3 years, William. So appreciate you for that. And thank you for that, Fatal J. I'm coming for you, bro. We're coming. We're coming. I think I have to just enjoy the things that I enjoy and bite the bullet sometimes when it comes to covering wrestling. Or if I want to talk about something that no one else freaking cares about, which is Pokemon, and the new Pokemon Presents, bro, I'm going to go live on February 27. It'll be the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. I'm going to cover that news story. I'm going to be live. I'm going to enjoy it. Like, you can't stop me from doing that. And I know it hurts my click-through rate, and I know it will lead to less recommendations. And I've seen that frisky algorithm at work where I would post a video and it would kind of like, what's this word? What's this? The slope would be a low incline, and then boom, it's like it gets promoted and again, like it gets shown to more people. And that was so frustrating to see. Like, I know I had a good video. Why did you have to wait and see how it, see how it performed with some people, and then you can start showing it to everyone else? I know it's so annoying. I hate being up against the YouTube algorithm. Hey, if there's one thing I hate, it's the YouTube algorithm. There's ways to get around it, and it's to have a consistent time period. So that's my fault for not having a consistent time period. I wanted that to be Tuesday night, but I didn't. It's my fault. No excuse is gonna warrant why I'm not a consistent Tuesday streamer. I might need to just stream after Dre Mac. I'll wake up, watch him, go live right after, and like kind of be a guy who can get his viewership, hopefully roll over to my viewership, and just have a consistent daily stream. That's probably the best thing I could do. I'm just thinking out loud, but I do got to change that to get from 6,000 to 7,000. And then I got to double down on a niche. What's the niche going to be? Comic book movies. But fuck, I hate these comic book movies. I fucking hate Captain America Brave New World. Coming up, we have Ironheart, which I used to love. Now I don't care for. I used to care about Yahya Abdul-Mateen's Wonder Man. You already know why I don't like that. So it's kind of rough. In the future, like 3 years out, looks like we'll have X-Men, we'll have a Spider-Man movie, we'll have the Mutants TV show. We have a lot of things coming. Lanterns should be fun to cover for DC. And DC will have a lot of other things I don't even know about. Star Wars will fix up by then. Kathleen Kennedy's on her way out. So I'm happy. I think that my YouTube channel is going to suffer for these next few years, which stinks. I would love to be a full-time YouTuber who makes money from just coming on here, clicking record, and saying, hey, ChillMonger, what's going on? I would love to be that, but I'm not there. It's not a pity party. It's a celebration right now. 6,000 people is awesome. My 10K came from Rings of Power, and I make none of that content anymore, so they don't watch. You feel me? And then you got to do those Japanese Ultraman Beetleborgs, like you got to. It's hard because if you treat it like a business, you just double down on your niche and you don't reference anything else for a little bit. It's weird how you don't watch the other content. Some people just like what they like. Some people like DC and they don't like Marvel. Or they don't like The Boys and they don't like Invincible. They only like Marvel. There's people like that. Yeah, all my vids do that. It takes 4 days for my videos to hit 1,000 views. 19K Fox showed me you have to stream right after someone and get them to redirect their audience to you. Fatal J, if you and I can commit to some sort of pattern, maybe even get another guy, we could definitely do something like where we redirect to each other. And then I can redirect to Spoiler Kings also, who I know stream on Mondays and Thursdays. I know the network exists. We just got to be smarter with it, and we got to work for each other, with each other. And then also networking. Like Fatal J, someone I didn't know until 2 years ago. What if his people that he brought over to me and my people who I brought over to him has run out? Like the people who know me from my appearances on Dark Council on Fatal J's channel, they know me. That's it. They're either there or they're not. I've met his audience. They know me. They've either subscribed or they're not. Now, what about him? Same thing with him. They know him because you guys are watching me here. You know Fatal J, and he would come in and say something like, "You can be full-time YouTuber and have multiple sponsorships." Facts. I just don't have the body for the sponsorships, the face. I need to, level up. And then, but most people who know Fatal J from here, videos we've done together, hear his little raspy voice. You guys know him. You either subscribe to Fatal J or you don't. So who's that other YouTuber that I don't go to? I have 6,000 fucking subscribers. I should talk to someone else with 6,000 subscribers, and we can go, oh, that makes sense. We should probably mix our brands. We should do a video today. We can collaborate. That'll help. More people will know who I am. And maybe they won't subscribe to me right away, but I'll be on their radar. Then they'll see me again, and then they'll see me again, and they go, oh, this guy's worth it. So who do I network with next? That's the question I'm going to leave to the comment section. Okay? We've reached the point of the video where I start thinking, I don't have any points anymore. I respect your time. 20 minutes is long enough. And I'm grateful for everything you've done for me, especially the ones who are not watching live and are just like, and I read your comment. Hold on. I just unsubscribed. So you might want to recheck your figures, Kevin Feige. Appreciate everyone who's watching not live and just said, let me see what ChillMonger's doing. I'm going to celebrate the 6,000 with him. Mr. 5999. I appreciate all of you guys for being here, listening to me, liking me enough to stay. Like, you gotta really fucking like me to be with me for 21 minutes into a live stream that I just did at midnight, where I kind of just retold my YouTube story. That's incredible. Whoever you are who started that video, there's gonna be probably 10 of you who are doing that. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate people like Perp Minded. 1 million subscribers. Woo! I understood that reference. I appreciate people like Mike from Rogue Comics. I appreciate people like Fatal J and Sully Streams and everyone who wanted to give me a shout. Jedi Mike also. With that, I got a Static Shock video to work on because Static is phenomenal. Okay? Okay. What's the ratio of actual subscribers to the recast to child bots? We don't got bots. This is not the Snyder movement, baby. These are all real people. The bots are saying don't recast. CJH Entertainment Plus, congratulations to me. Thank you very much. Congratulations on your nation winning that hockey game a couple days ago. Mike, how you feel about the hockey game? Huh? We ran Boston. We booed your national anthem too. 51st state. We got a $2 super. What? You got a super sticker? Hold on. Let me give you some. Get some Randy Orton. I have voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me. Baby. Thank you to William Moloch for holding it down. Yeah, it is a late night. I'm done, Michael Nemo. I was just chilling. I was just here talking, retelling my YouTube story, where my subscribers came from, and what do I got to do different. I need to have a fire lit up underneath me. I was watching a dude. His name is Agent 00. He's part of the AMP squad. He's that dude in Atlanta. He's from here, though. And I was watching him, and he recently kind of got me going and being like, you got to go stream. You got to go be a go-getter, go try. He's right. Like, and I do got to go try, and I do got to go test my limits and get uncomfortable. Just hit freaking live and see if I can talk for longer than 20 minutes without running out of a topic. I need to believe in myself. I need to maybe do some stream prepping also, so I can always have a topic, even when I think these topics are useless and a lot of these topics are just one note. There's people like William Moloch who will just chill here and just give me $2. Like, I gotta believe in myself enough to know like I'm pretty entertaining of a dude, right? I need to know that much about myself. So I need to do that and maybe have multiple topics. I was overjoyed, seriously. How about them Lakers? Well, Luka Doncic, congratulations to him, but he's still a little tubby. You know, he needs to lose a little weight. He can get better. If they win, they win. Stream of consciousness. A little bit of that. Self-reflection also. And congratulations to myself. To William, to Michael, to Rogue, to Figure Drawing, to Fatal J, to Sully Streams, to Perp Minded. I am Chill Monger. Chill out. I'm stupid because I have to end the stream, and to do that, I have to move my hands. So just pretend that my hands are still doing this, okay? And it ended when I said out. Chill out.